Group Synergy, leading profitable innovations. Wishing and exit.
Now let us look at some closing techniques. How do we close a call? We are here talking about closing a call. It need not be closing a deal. So for every call that we make, we need to close the call and probably lead it to the next call. We need to give a linkage to the next call. Now there are a lot of techniques in closing the sales call. The first one is called an assumptive close. An assumptive close is a close wherein we make an assumption that the customer has agreed to what we want him to agree to and then tell him something beyond that. Suppose it's about a deal closing and the customer has not confirmed about the closing of the deal, we could take it further saying that, can I deliver the vehicle at your home tomorrow? So this is an assumptive close. That means we have made an assumption that the customer has agreed to the closing of the deal. The second one is called an alternate close. Now with an alternate close, we again make an assumption, but we give an alternate choice to the customer. A simple example would be, would you like a green or a black one? Now we have not taken a confirmation from the customer that he is agreed to the deal, but we are going beyond that, giving him an alternate. So this would make the customer start thinking beyond closing. It would give him a feeling that he has already agreed to, and then he gives a decision. Maybe probably if he says it is black, we have actually crossed and made him agree to close the deal in our favor. When the customer chooses the color, he would get a feeling as if he has agreed and closed the deal. The next one is called a summary close. In a summary close, we give him a brief of all that interaction that has happened. We give him the points that we have told him. We also talk about the objections he has raised and tell him how we have sorted out his objections. This is called a summary close. We give him a summary and help him in taking the decision of closing the call. The next is a caution close. A caution close is where you tell him, look, the discount scheme is going to end tomorrow. The prices are going to rise from day after tomorrow. Or the scheme is valid only today till 5 o'clock. This is called a caution close. You give him a caution saying that this may or may not be applicable beyond a time and making him agree to closing the deal. Another type of closing is called an isolation close. In an isolation close, you are sure that the topic of discussion is not going in the right direction. So you come out of it. You take the customer into a different discussion zone, and then after a while when you feel that the customer is back into your comfort zone, you bring him back and then talk about the topic. This is called an isolation close, and when you do this, you don't give a summary again when you come back. The topic is renewed, there is a time for him to think, and then he starts talking positive about closing the deal. This is called an isolation close. We can use any of these techniques to close, or a combination of these techniques to close the deal. In the process of creating a RAM customer, there is a dual focus. One, to close the deal. Two, to create a RAM customer. Now, even if we don't close the deal, we really gain by creating a RAM customer. But if we only close the deal and don't create a RAM customer, we are closing only one deal. Therefore, it is important that we try to focus on closing the deal as well as creating RAM customers. So it is important that we have a clear objective of creating RAM customers when we run through our sales process. We wish you all the best in the process of creating RAM customers, referrals, advocates and mentors.